So let's start the journey. So we are not getting into a basic nitty-gritty of what is provider. Provider is nothing but it's a code block that we have, which will have the information about your plugin or the cloud that you would like to manage. I'm keeping a simple file. I'm not keeping it with the names or something. I'm keeping it with the name, let's say day2, and it's done. I can keep the main as well if required. So that's one part. I would be adding or defining the provider. Name of my provider would be Azure RM. This is a default to have some add-on features that needs to be enabled. We will see that as we proceed. At present, we don't need this, so we can keep it empty, means without any inputs or any arguments. So that's the very first thing that we have done. Let's save it. Now, after this, what is the first thing that we have to do? We can provide the version details in a different block called as Terraform. Required provider, in our case, Azure RM and HashiCorp Azure RM version. I'm not sure whether it's a current version or not. Let's check that. Latest version is 4230. But just to show you a specific version, so we can go ahead with 4.22. HashiCorp Azure RM. That means this is developed by HashiCorp team. What are the other type of plugins that we have in Terraform? Verified or vendor type plugins, and then we have community. HashiCorp is the one which is developed by the internal HashiCorp team. They are the one which are developed by someone else, but being verified by the HashiCorp team. Community plugins are on their own. They are being developed by some third parties which are not verified by the HashiCorp team. So, for example, PB, you have developed some of your own plugins and you have uploaded that plugin on the Terraform registry for the usage. So that would be a community plugin. You can request HashiCorp team to get it verified, right? But there is a process for the same. And that's how you can define it. So let's save it. Now we can go ahead with Terraform Init. It has identified backend, initialize the provider. It has identified that we need to go ahead with 4.22.0. It has started the installation. Installation means the download. So it has started the download, and for my case, it's Windows. So it has downloaded the exe for me, right? So that's the exe which got downloaded. And this exe is basically the stuff which will convert what you write in these files in the form of HCL. HashiCorp configuration language. It will get converted into the language or the REST APIs which are understood by the Azure platform. And then it would be sent all the way to the Azure for the consideration. This is the content that you have to add. And once done, you have to spin Terraform in it. It will download the plugin from the registry to your current working directory. In order to start working on this, you can create a new folder the way I have done and start working in the same. Now with the login, we have already done the part of the subscription, correct? In my case, I have set up the subscription ID. In your case, you have selected the subscription via the CLI. So we are going to create very first thing, and that very first thing is being called as resource group. So what is the code block name for creating a resource? What is a code block? Code block is a section which is used to give instruction or declaration for the resource that you would like to create. Every code block starts with the type of the code block. In our case, at present, it is a resource. Then, depending on the type of code block that you are leveraging, it will have name and a local reference. Name is more like a reference in the documentation, and local name is for your reference. In our case, we would like to create a resource group. Every resource name always starts with the name of provider, that is Azure RM. Then, depending on what you would like to create, I would like to create a resource group. local name for your reference so that you can refer that name in the other blocks. You can give any name of your choice that you would like to. I'm keeping it as, let's say, same as my name, that is this. Now, because I have a plugin installed in my VS Code, so you can see that I'm getting the suggestions. So when I hit enter, it's auto-filled for me. What would be the name of code block that you would like to have? I'm keeping it Thinknyx. So this would be my resource group, or as suggested by them, I can put -rg, whatever. So that's the first code block that I have added. This will create a resource group in my system. And after init, I am not someone who can recall everything. I might be wrong. So I can spin Terraform with validate to ensure that the syntax wise my code is fine. For example, I'm intentionally removing a double quote here. When I hit enter, I got an error. Unterminated template string, no closing marker were found. I can close it. We'll get success. It would also helpful in identifying the arguments which are the required or mandatory arguments. You can put hash. I'm intentionally stopping. So I'm not telling that where to create which location or region. If you can see, it's already being linted in my VS Code and I got a message. Required attribute location not specified. You have to specify it. Though by linting also you can see that, but validation would also give you this idea. An argument with the name this is required, no definition found, so they have failed it. I can make it work, save it, and it's fine. I would like to do a dry run before actually making my plan implemented. So I will do a planning. If I have access, I'll get some plan to execute. So you can see that based on the login and the data that I have provided, it has mentioned Terraform use selected provider to generate following execution plan, blah, blah, blah. And this is what is about to happen. There would be some ID that would be known after apply. And this is the location where it will get created. And this would be the name of resource group that would get created. They're giving me a small note. You didn't use the out option to save this plan. So when you apply the plan, there might be a difference depending on how your code might have changed. And plan is telling me there will be one new component will get added. You can add a new component, you can modify the component, or you can destroy or delete the components or resources. So now let's go for the apply. It's similar to what I have got in the plan, but I'm getting a message. Do you want to perform these changes? If you would like to proceed, then you have to type yes. So when I say yes, it will start the creation for me, but I got an error. They are saying resource group with the name Thinknyx already exists. I think I haven't deleted my resource group yesterday. Let me check. That is the only reason that is justified as of now. Let me check. If it is there, I will delete it and then try to do it one more time. And it's done. Deleting edition is progress. Let this be deleted first. You can see the progress here. If it is failed, you will get the error here also. Got deleted. I can now go back and say apply. Type yes. It has started the process of creation. Almost done. It's completed. If I go back, I'm not interested in the complete refresh, but I think I have to do it. No problem. It's done. Can you see? This thing got created.